Yo, what's up guys? I know it's been a long time since I've done a YouTube video, but I wanted to give an update on DNA. So if you guys know from my original content, when I first started this channel, I was really big into the whole Ancestry DNA data. I got my DNA done, I got my parents' DNA done, my sister, and I posted it all. And I always said that I wanted to follow up by doing the DNA of my grandmother, which is my mom's mother, and my grandfather, which is my mom's dad. Unfortunately, my father's parents on his side passed away, so I couldn't do DNA tests on them. But I was able to get a DNA test done on my grandmother. I believe it was last year. She passed away, unfortunately, in February, but I was able to get the DNA test done December 2016. And then I got my grandfather tested about 2 months ago, and I just got the results back. So I want to read the results. And yeah, my hair is kind of crazy today. It's been that long since I've done a YouTube video. Alright, so I want to start with my grandmother. Just FYI, we are Puerto Rican. Both my grandparents were born and raised in Puerto Rico. They came to the United States, I want to say in the 1940s to 50s. And then they raised their children here when they met. So, as far as I know, going back, we've been of Puerto Rican descent for centuries. So, here we go. So this is my grandmother. Her name is Lydia. And she came up as 61% European, 18% Native American, Taino, and 15% African. So I want to give you guys the breakdown. Now, Ancestry DNA data, for whatever reason, they've changed the way they do their breakdown. It used to be really simple where they would do it by continent, and they've switched it up. And like now they do it based on the percentage, which I don't like. So I had to break it down myself into continents to make it easier to read out for you guys. So I'm going to break down the European, and then I'll go from there. So European, she's 29% from Spain or Iberian Peninsula, 18% Southern Europe or Italy, Greece, 6% British, 4% Irish, 2% European Jewish, and 1% Scandinavian. So that's pretty cool. We've all come up with, for some reason, we've all come up with like Scandinavian, like almost every person that I've seen on YouTube. And then as far as the African, she is 5% Benin, Togo, 4% Cameroon, Congo, 3% Nigeria, 2% South Africa, 1% South Central hunter-gatherers. And then she is also 4% Middle East, which is Syria, Saudi Arabia, Israel, like all those Middle Eastern countries. 2% Caucasus, which is like Armenia, Georgia, Iran, Iraq. So I think that's pretty much like Middle East as well, / Europe, because it kind of just, it goes in from North Africa to the Middle East to Europe. So kind of like one big loop. And then 1% Polynesia, which is crazy because my mom came up as Polynesian, if you remember her DNA test results. And I have links to those as well. But yeah, so my mom came up with Polynesian as well. She got it from her mama. So that's pretty cool. So those are the DNA results for my grandmother. We love her a lot. She just turned 90 and then she passed away. So she just made the 90 mark. And we miss her a lot. We love her. We miss her so much. And I'm so thankful that I was able to do this for her before she passed away, because she really wanted it done. So I was happy to be able to do that for her. Now for my grandfather, which is my mom's dad, which is the husband of Lydia, the woman whose DNA results I just did. So for my grandfather, his name is Miguel Julio Rentas. He came up as 66% European, 19% Native American or Taino, and 8% African. So here is the breakdown by continents. So for Europe, he is 32% from Spain or Iberian Peninsula, 10% Italian or Greek, 10% Irish, which is kind of shocking. He got a very high percentage of that, more than anybody else in my family. 9% West Europe, which includes Germany, France, Switzerland. 4% British, 1% East European, which would be Russia, Romania, Ukraine, the East European blocs. Of Africa, he is 5% Mali, 2% South Africa, 1% Benin, Togo. And then of his Middle East, he came up 7% Middle Eastern, which of course includes Syria, Iran, Iraq, Israel. And then he also came up as Asian, Central Asia, which I had to look up, which is Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, pretty much all of the stands is what he is in terms of Asian, or South Asian. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So yeah, that's a breakdown of my grandparents. Of course, I love this DNA test. It's one of my favorite things that I discovered in the past 2 years. I'm gonna put up another video as well. My mom did the 23andMe test. I got it for her for Christmas because she wanted to get that as well. So she took the 23andMe test, and it's similar to the Ancestry, but a little bit different. So I want to do a comparison. So I want to do a comparison video pretty soon, comparing 23andMe versus Ancestry DNA for my mom, so you guys can see the difference. But yeah, so typical Puerto Rican DNA test results in my opinion. Mostly European, a high percentage of Taino Indian, which is not as normal. I believe the percentage for Puerto Ricans is usually 12 to 15%. And we all average. Like I was 18% Native American, my sister's 19%, my dad's 19%, my mom 18%, my grandmother 18%, my grandfather 19%. So we all range in the high percentage, in the high teens for Native American, which is pretty cool. So yeah, those are the DNA test results. Sorry it took so long, of my grandparents, and I will be doing a video for my mom as well for her 23andMe versus DNA Ancestry. So be on the lookout for that. Peace out.